a shipa me de be bro na wie FIFA Club World Cup no interesting results epiem results are na nipa dodo na engine di say ebesi ba ye hu e wo FIFA Club World Cup ni mbako eye Manchester City a omu efrim Hilal e was Saudi e show omu 4-3 a omu out of this competition ade baako a ama Saudi fo ni age no eye simple na tournament we no eye tournament a Saudi fo na nkasa dia show mutim say eye platform eye stage kese a omude beton Saudi football and Saudi Pro League enti ade bi o meye bia omu team omu represent Saudi be come ni bi o betimaye because na inkofo disrespect Saudi league na che enti omu nya opportunity say omu be represent Saudi eye Hilal for no e wo FIFA Club World Cup no omu nim say we a fine opportunity to sell Saudi football no and no anomo ye no getting to this stage eliminating a club to say Manchester City no eya de kese e de mom ken say wo hwe game na Manchester City ye de wo so omu ye bia say wo so omu win game no omu dominate possession as usual ball no omu ne kura ball ne pass bebree omu na attack bebree omu ne create chances ni bebree ye hu Manchester City team na omu use ultra attacking football ball na omu boni nyina no omu decide say omu ne be create chance on be attacking on be dominate play no enti sa ultra attacking football na Manchester City for use no na a game and as style na we expect Manchester City say on be dominate sa ultra attacking football ehun so omu use no Matthias Nunes join the attack Ryan Nuri join the attack Ekoka two center backs ni mpokra push komani at the same time the likes of Gundogan Bernardo Silva other guys ni na join the attacker who say omu create chances no enti na ye ball game ni wie no menya 32 attempt to score emu 14 on target big chances 6 by no match 3 enti there was a Manchester City yes also omu ye nyina no omu ball ultra attacking football create chances 32 attempt to score but meant me and qualify to the next stage of the competition all because say na Hilal wo nipa ba ko da post ni ma o save wo mboboku no ya branch e friend say bonu ken football na ye bono e to de bia tactics win games collective play win games benye de bia na tactics ne collective play win games e to de bia individual brilliance and individual performance win game bonu against Manchester City make a lot of difference 10 saves Man City about 14 shot on target emu 10 o save ye onim say FIFA Club World Cup na ye bono goalkeeper why saves kese pa ye bonu why 23 saves ono nko a goalkeeper bi no why save say no ye hu bonu a o ye save by the Sevilla eg Europa League ye hu bonu World Cup ko bi or the Morocco Kudus stage ani ye hu bi da e wa Africa ene or the Hilal ba be do this stage I think says our goalkeeper we at the 8 ken enyem nwa say teams akese na ba wo Europe no on be say contacting the say omon sambrenti a good exhibition for Hilal ye be hwe Madrid ni Juventus na nwure hwan and be qualify to the next stage of the competition ken ma me transfers ni mfama me sha say the free Ghana ni Abrantie Mohamed Kudus enra me the Kudus story bebrebe and betu dwa about Kudus na Spurs en komotwehwe no na mesa wo latest said the man Kudus say roof agency for no and control Kudus omuna representing Mohamed Kudus na uko Liverpool roof agency for no e wo players wo ho Van Dijk and Kudus were the same agency Harvey Elliott and Kudus were the same agency ya dia betu just say Harvey Elliott person free Liverpool bobo ni so time a roof agency for Liverpool for ko share a meeting about Harvey Elliott no and a roof agency for the two Liverpool for the nim enra say branch friend say Mohamed Kudus no say Liverpool for interest and come back convince Kudus say about Liverpool amon fane commerce space we enra and come course between roof agency and a Liverpool no more kasa about Harvey Elliott by Kudus and come between mu say Liverpool for no interest e Mohamed Kudus ma omo roof agency ni petit me betima project Mohamed Kudus pa na Liverpool no was so sense space so Liverpool for interest and come back convince Kudus already Kudus dia waka yes a chair space by say Liverpool kasi ye pe Kudus and they say ya roof for no so be say Kudus again no mo catch Liverpool pokra ne say Kudus sika oje o West Ham no obeto sumpo kra so kasa obeba Liverpool unse Liverpool West Ham Kudus eje 4.7 million pounds a year roof for ne catch Liverpool for no say omo ye willing say ombefa Kudus a misika no beti so by Liverpool for am more yes or no by roof agency for no enra omo ofa Mohamed Kudus edi my team friend say Liverpool we me disclose me source edi amount do ye editor in chief e wo Liverpool transfer room ana a reveal is our story we about bonten edi ba enti omo ofa Liverpool eye Mohamed Kudus as to say ebe kono by so far the express and edi kan the next 2 to 3 years Barcelona ntimi informing into Lewandowski subiem I was so move on no more part another striker na obekaya na no na Deku ana Barcelona sporting directors Nico Hansi Flick ewo Ibiza no na enye nim say Nico Williams nkwa na omukwa kwedi ne hunkomo by some meeting na course wo Ibiza between Deku Hansi Flick ana other sporting directors of Barcelona no omo ko head there oba be replacement for Lewandowski na omo shortlist 4 players no mo ko shortlist ewo Ibiza no Julian Alvarez, Gyökeres, Jonathan David, and Isaac. Wey any 4 players are Barcelona. Eko Ibiza ko ye meeting say emu baako and mo expect so ba be replace Lewandowski on a long term period. Enti the free Barcelona so eba no. Why and be replace Lewandowski? 4 players wey Isaac, Julian Alvarez, Gyökeres, and Jonathan David. Baako and Liverpool Barcelona we say on bet makofa. Meche Saudi to just say ene ana Ronald Araujo ni release clause na airdrop no ene na ehya ase eye 1st July ekosi 15th of July Araujo renew the contract na ehye mu say ye 1st of July ekosi 15th a ni release clause ne be drop ya ba 65 million euros enre numre ana Barcelona ebo excellent sports agency abaso omo ball omo not catch omo say wow this 65 ne be bia no ye beja Araujo mama nako na ni masimi se mewu Barca catch excellent sports for ne say the wire ready so ba activate Araujo release clause no e 1 installment who be tue scan ba akopɛ ye mbetichim ena na ye message because Barca ekopo obi player otua be 5 installment but ma catch excellent sports for ne say sa 65 million euros a e won release clause ni no e just 1 installment enti se Juventus ne pɛ Chelsea ne pa mu betua e 65 no betua ne ba ko pepe kenkran enya afi ne ye betichim say be 5 years na me betua sai iska no na onim say Javier Lot nkoma na me ni wudi no Liverpool for decide say Javier Lot every go boku ni ma akora bi apiem e wo King Power Stadium e Leicester City team nim ye friend Bilal Liverpool for target Bilal or a small boy just 21 years season ending yana Leicester for cover ni free gank e dey buy from Belgium Liverpool for target akra na friend say Bilal say in case say Javier Elliott kwa ono ana ye possible replacement omo kwa kofa no na keme no ka say die e free eye Arsenal ebenye Arsenal for say Christian Mosquera omo ka kire no omo agree personal terms there na mum Valencia for so the contract ato akra nanim na akra no before so omo Arsenal the second official bid ne be kono akra ne nko kanche Valencia for say boboku no Arsenal no achusu enti Arsenal for catch Christian Mosquera so nko kanche Arsenal penny Valencia penny for say offer na omo di ama no on renew the contract omo accept Arsenal bid no so omo accept dia omo Arsenal for enyo ma dwen say omo the bid fufuro bia so ebeba na Manchester United ken na reho mu bi yabo ni nyina ye brand new boemu deal no different twists aba na different twists aba ni say Mr. Phil ono ana ye director of football Edema Brentford waka kire Manchester United for ne say brand new boemu ana ni agency on so under excellence sports boy ne say omo ntimi agree a na ni beje so betina Brentford bobuku Mr. Phil waka kire Manchester for ne say eska na omo ka no omo nte so ka preba no ne boy na nka say di nkobo no boy ne say omo anton na oye happy say obetina Brentford on forcing way out enti say ni nyina akwa akogina Manchester wo agi so makwa akotua bo no ansa na sa deal no ebetimi aba na Gabriel Martinelli eye winger de ma Arsenal El Nasa ene na etwetwe nkomo Gabriel Martinelli El Nasa nkomo koso El Nasa pe left winger omo first choice Luis Diaz El Nasa catch Gabriel Martinelli in nkofo say omo die Luis Diaz na omo first choice but Luis Diaz eka se omba omo discanning in abeba Arsenal be fa Brante friend say Gabriel Martinelli already Arsenal for your madwen say omo ton Gabriel Martinelli but Arsenal forces says kakese bi ba omo ye ready so betima accept say iska no enti Gabriel Martinelli de no de akwa akosie no na mi kopiem ewo Barcelona ho abiem a Nico Williams deal no de akosie ni eken papa ye friend say Juan Laporta o say yen kama Barcelona for supporters so mo hwe omo tie no o dada udidi adidi o da asere enye me na me kasa eye message na me pass di ama Barca fans no Juan Laporta say ene eye 1st of July 2025 officially after a window ya open oye Barcelona fan about Nico Williams o dada
Sikano
Juan Laporta say yen Barcelona for ntia say
1st July Sikano
almost say yen Barcelona for ntia say oye Barcelona supporter membo o dada udidi adidi o sra asre sa no se obi a fan hye nitrim na bibia beye kama femodin bibia dedem bibia no ebe say na onim se Marcus Rashford na wo ka se mahu so oye training no onim se latest ever na kire se Bayern e de na ka list no on se mabeka cho se Bayern for air left wingers Bakola din wom a lot of players Nico Williams omu nyina din wom ewie player Bayern for e de akoma list no eya Brante friend say Marcus Rashford Manchester for say omu beton na 45 million euros wa 45 million euros no omu be jaimu dinaba Juventus for omu plan for strikers ni nie omu oton Vlahovic ekwa omu pese Kolomuani tina omu wie Kolomuani pese ekukuro omu make sure say omu ko all out for Brante friend say Victor Osimhen enu ni Juventus Victor Osimhen enti Vlahovic kwa eya Brante friend say Kolomuani betina Kolomuani tina omu wie Kolomuani di oni so a omu ko all out for Brante a your friend say Victor Osimhen enti ken bebre na na wo ho na story we na mpese me di wie Madueke die no obekai 2 weeks ago and ye be breaki Madueke ne Arsenal de wa hase na Arsenal supporters ne se ye boa e na ye deja na ye ne 3 parties ni nyina na ye wrewrem 1 Arsenal en for official bid in koye 2 Chelsea receive any official bid 3 Abrante friend say Madueke o catch Arsenal for ne say project na ni je ho Madueke before say Chelsea Echo FIFA Club World Cup no there was a meeting our Mariziara suit meeting no koso o Mariziara suit ho ana Madueke de to Arsenal for him say project na Arsenal for ye na ni je ho rightly as you said the problem eyemienu Bukayo Saka on left wing
Whoa
no Chelsea nyan receive official offer but no na Chelsea for say ya say meeting bi akoso Chelsea so de beto abonten say wow this can be on beton minimum of 50 million and Chelsea FA for Madueke
Ederson de Kwame Ken there's Madueke we are Chelsea fan obetimi akotwo so a rat na
I didn't know you're rat
send me be say me question me be say
me person say the rationale behind the rat conversation
yes ofa chiri kakra
na Ken eda Madueke Arsenal for be pe omo musu abe tisika to Madueke Chelsea for be party
Chelsea be party
I tell you
sir ti Chelsea for obia
me kran me as Ghanaian me tese Madueke kwa he opens door for Mohamed Kudus
oh okay
such a Chelsea transfers no more yen Joao Pedro literally Obabe taking the position of Christopher Nkunku because Nkunku was seen as a player betimi about 10 bobo 11 bobo 7 bobo 9 a versatile forward until let's bring in a profile until Joao Pedro replaces Nkunku that's a like for like Muhalu Mudrik situation no the player who is going to directly replace him Jamie Giddens Leon Delap and a Chelsea for turn as a number 9 it looks like Chelsea transfers no more you know Baku kwa ɛna baako ba abɛhyɛm yɛsusu sa so esi ɛbɛtɔn no a yɛatɔ bi already de abɛhyɛm dada nti na ɔne Madueke deɛ yi ɔkɔ a he leaves space for Chelsea to search in the market and get another forward. Madueke problem ɔwɔ no sɛ Madueke gye ne ho di te sɛ ɔyɛ Ballon d'Or level. It is okay to be confident, but it is so wrong to be overconfidence. Madueke no send you see gye ne ho di no ɛnyɛ saa level no no bɔbɔ no. Last year, or let me say even first season of Cole Palmer, when Cole Palmer was all over Biabo, Cole Palmer she goes left to right center. What kind of name Cole Palmer corporate penalty against Everton? He has always seen himself as a bigger player. But born and cast body offer on Rubia. One say the only position is comfortable with the right wing position. What do you call to left on Timimo? And now England national team will say Thomas Tuchel trying on Timimo. Intimian Casano Miasna, when Yame. Now, Andrew Beta should be very careful because, Ken, Ateta, when you too much power, Arsenal, too much, they need to tame him. Coach is we a coach, now we allow you to take decisions. But Ateta on Drews level no onye bibi ma yenhui on J trophy be Premier League what ja twaso mienu miensa bi, then you can say I want this player, I don't want this player. He's not gotten to that level, but Arsenal Amado too much power. And looks like Adrobeta is looking at him. Ateta needs a sporting director. Obeka says no, this is the direction we are going. What is the place Libya? Arsenal no mudin komona. You can't. You just really why? No, Madueke. In any case, Madueke also a comfortable with the right wing. It's Bukayo Saka Jinaho. So what is the point? Hey, and now it's a better chase in common. Arsenal they've not contacted Crystal Palace. Arsenal knows very well. Say Crystal Palace say when we release clause of £68 million. If you want to pay the money. That's not a serious. I was so called Rodrigo Goes. Simple. Now, once Mikel Arteta, the Mujano already are. Yeah, or better for Chelsea and quite honest. How meaning, dear Mikel Arteta, who was Chelsea, and quite Chelsea 4 times saving Rabia, no, I'll copy with the Guasna, and I know I could fire him still, ye one. What's I also say, Madueke? Master, some for William, you know, Miss, I could mean him the way who was Chelsea. Chelsea play bias on pebia. Hey, you know, I can find it not to us now. I remember come as someone. Ken, there's a growing trend the beer. Me person be changing in our drink also. Sometimes we are overly looking at football, but you see, and then person you did the business aspects of football. Won't come akra. Lami Yamal. Obejina ma tenjesi. Once a buy munchin so swaji Jamal Musiala tenjesi. And near me no kasisi. Buy munchin for be a shop Adidas or more ton Jamal Musiala na ma tenjesi. Lami Indie as a sort of Nike for OBA officially. I'm beton Lami Yama tenjesi. Lami Yama si yan train or wire request to send Kobe Nyanka. Go din the bed there which is 13th. But Adidas are insisting that they want it as early as possible. Kopama, ya je 10 edi efi Muhalu Mudrik in Semu Diamano. Now there's a trend we need to catch up, and that trend, the influence of Nike, Adidas, Puma on the clubs. Look, they be amekase. Sebi, the companies are not mad. Sebi, omunye Jimmy Fu. Barcelona Nike new contracts neighbor no. They are going to give Barcelona over $1.7 billion. So 1.7 billion, and billion in the next 14 years. Which means to say, Afibia, you are looking at Barcelona averaging about 127 million. Afibia, Nike, Tam de Amabasao. Oh, we are signing on fee Barcelona signing contract ne keke no, they are going to give Barcelona 158 million. Sebi, sikana utua de ama Barcelona na ask yourself say, emfa so ben pa na Nike, Adidas ne companies ne benye fi clubs na, omutua sa sika kese ne de ma omusa. If Barcelona signs their contract with Nike, a record being seen that sika Barcelona benye fi Nike ono. Now, the benefits Nike gets from these deals, and say Nike ever turn Barcelona jerseys. So turn back wa. Normally, almost we found 90%, not 10% now for club no. Into what Barcelona, what you will see carry? Oh, ball. Name me Nike. No, I need to also benefit. The benefit is that I will sell more jerseys. So the more jerseys Nike sells, the more Nike forces to nya nisika. And the Barcelona so when your percentage kakra edi frame. It's I have paid you your money. Name my partner also so I was so kakra de boame. So now the companies are beginning to influence the clubs to choose iconic jerseys for the star players because star players need jerseys near top. But what let me show you say? Look. Nike, I don't benefit from Barcelona powers Ronaldinho and Nike because Ronaldinho was from Nike department and another Barcelona. Yeah, Nike for enjoy a lot. That time Nike was getting a lot of money. That is why when he said Messi cry, he was under Nike kakra because Nike Romo almost signing Ronaldo, signing Messi, and Sana Robert Heiner. Herbert Heiner, if you don't know him, says on he was then Adidas boss on a convincing Messi money by Adidas. And then Adidas timid Bora Messi Mukakra. Inti though sad time and Messi wohono. Nike was enjoying Messi sales, but not Adidas was also fakakra because Adidas also personally they were sponsoring Messi. Whether it's fortunate or not, Menoka say Lamine Yamal is also under Adidas. Now Adidas are very smart. Say Lamine Yamal, he's the next big thing for Barcelona. Almost also they are really enjoying because Adidas are not paying money to Barcelona. Nike are paying, but Adidas are benefiting because Omuna personally almost sponsor this boy. It's what Adidas is doing. So last year, Orilizi boy ne football boots at the Babonte. And no boy ne posti. So on the players' camp, Adidas are benefiting. Nike for one show. Now the 10 jersey is with Lamine Yamal. Omo person who produce jersey now. Ochine ya ayeton jersey no. Now, if someone time my 13th of July ni draw, Adidas will also benefit. And Nike says no. But when the business aspect, you know, what's it 10 jersey no? Purely decisions from those people because they are giving you more money and they have a say as to which star player and for 10 jersey in Famano. So this is where we are at this stage. You're trying to Barcelona for beton jerseys Nampa because again Adidas wants more money from this. Let's move on. Can they say at that football you choose 11 players Ebejina Park so 1897 and IFAB as football had 11 players na 128 years near 128 years no goalkeeper Juma and it's about ball defender with Juma and it's about defending the post midfielder with Juma and it's about controlling our ball attackers no yeah ko attack here striker with Juma and it's about ball no dia tum. That was the basic idea. So your core duty as a goalkeeper, as a defender, as a midfielder, as an attack has been clearly spelled out. It is a way a defender. Now the ball playing recently, it's a football in the ball playing. Now when the ball also so bad, added advantage. So there's a difference between your core duty and adding something to it. It's a defender who defend here, yes. So something to me pass the ball from the back. I say you have an added advantage. Into one of the it makes you special. Goalkeeper, you manage to bet your ball. So to me pass the ball from the back, a added advantage. It is a copy goalkeeper. The first thing you look at a ball next year, then you look at okay, ultimately the passing can't be. But that shouldn't be the core idea. Yes, super goalkeeper. Me can't yes so dear say. Truth be told, see City's problem recently. They be also takas as some natural. Ederson, any Bonu, who form a difference. I just don't want to do comparison. But the reality is that Ederson no nine of the ball power. But bad 5 years in ye. Say Ederson then such a ball crack. City would have won more trophies. But again, Pep Guardiola, the ideas he does not want to depart from it. One of those things, if I see Pep Guardiola today, I will ask and say, the entire City £50 million echo for Nico Gonzalez and say, na ike 1-1 Rodri play I don't see me more. Sad defensive midfield.
Okay.
Now Kovacic was struggling. Now Ken, City pays £50 million for Nico Gonzalez and then Pepe Mane Boboni bi. What now Pepe da so bo ike 1-1. Yakova Kuzanov Eddie Abase. In terms of pace, City ball highliner. Akurani will pace. Yet Pep Guardiola Bobola Tambiano, Netanaki, Manuel Akanji, Ruben Diaz, these guys cannot run. It's a Pep, no, he is good. But sometimes if you overly allow coaches if you allow them to do what they want, sometimes it be a new.
Okay. Ederson. Oboa Major Champions League.
Obianka so Mwai. City needs a goalkeeper that saves ball.
Yede kai papa bako ana. Oya Man United ni a obekai dey.
E wo dey ho.
Ederson dey to City. So no an mana.
Oh, United need en coming pipe on.
Said there be a one better.
Nana so better sa.
On to bon pipe to nana nasa.
Na we no nana no dey na nka wo pe.
Ederson no nana. But the City style of play and the quality of team and then my destiny exposed. This Ederson by Manchester United.
Ederson better Obama United.
Hey!
I bet you Unana.
And yeah, Unana called Unana Aba.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Club World Cup no. They've been surprised to say Club World Cup anymore. And to be honest, there are games to be a masha. We have to pardon Cristiano Ronaldo so person was saying you be out there infantino because the kind of quality a Hilal for the exhibit to a Club World Cup anymore. We don't have to forget that Hilal na G League was Saudi Arabia. Karim Benzema mon Nigeria. Al Ittihad. Al Ittihad are Club World Cup ni bi. Hilal ne buy. Let's imagine say if they are not the winners of their league. Now this is the kind of performance or more dynasty. Our Club World Cup anymore. You said your G League no. Now you imagine the performance. Our league anymore. It's Cristiano Ronaldo knows. Say someone fixing him or Anasa. Or be 50 years. They say yana beya. A bad day says Saudi Pro League no beti video budget. Me pardon no. Because Hilal for natural. Said there is quality in the Saudi Arabian League. Ken. And Inter Milan also eliminated. Now after the Inter game, there are a lot of problems they see with Inter Milan team anymore. Just because I'm a captain, Lautaro Martinez. And now play game now, he was one of the best, if not the best player on the field. None near brace up so he be my Inter Milan team no. Or he goal post or Bobos na goalkeeper ni save. And he was a player Yemani team Biana as a captain on the field. He led by example yesterday. He gave one of his best performances. Obi game ni bia ebedia dance here. Otibiba deep centrally. E won finfi on midfield. No ababa be jebo ne dia kaya konanim. Said ye be ya ono feel say e was so di ni wo game him said ye be motivate other players. No mo so do omo be shim na Inter Milan be nya results omo hwehwe. But anye there are times you do whatever you have to do. But obeye di obeye bia wo football mu ntimi mba party ni bi. Eti anye yi amfa mo no mo frame. Omo frame captain na guarantee interview. Also, there are things he saw at the Club World Cup. I don't know, no, so you're Inter Milan player. Now, person free bobo cool more free. Or else, that's all better than being a team, no money and see a kind of name and conquer. Oh, yeah, you know, another president, Beppe Murata, aba abonten say asam na abrante ne kan ye no wa modin but one hakan Çalhanoğlu na kasa onu di obebodin quickly hakan Çalhanoğlu so aba abonten at the statement aba a cheche die see also Champions League finals no nya injury after that injury na ni say ko back club World Cup bi but at a point no feel say ne ho ya ato no it obetimi a join the team no say one team starting poa enema e ko animu no obetimi a part of the team no mu nyina abo na nema aboa it was joining team in the US during that time one of the training sessions and was sign prior it's not just about tournament ni bi enye it was open the baby tena na team ne to aso but there are people in the team who feel say ebi our shadow no fake injury just because he wants to leave Inter Milan and we play an seminar or kana e ha player no omo mienu obi our point because being the captain of the side Lautaro Martinez feels say your best players in our tournament anymore ebi anke betimi aboa ma yakoye nim in the absence of Çalhanoğlu nipo bo defensive midfield edema Inter Milan Aslani miminu mienu nim say adwuma ni wo mfimfi won ontimi nya ne better to say Çalhanoğlu and had the driving point e wo Inter Milan bobo ko ni mfimfi say goalkeeper na je ball onu quickly no arani akodo akoje ball no de aba ono na be driving no distributing balls no it defensive midfield no oye no asan so serve as a deep line playmaker e dey about Inter Milan bobo ko no but in his absence Aslani ntimi nya adwuma na sa etiema tokuro e ba beda ho and in this tournament e clear Inter Milan wo problem wo mu mfimfi ho eti captain nsem na all kano o feel say nkomu nya player ni wo mfimfi a anke betimi asesa niema but kenade ba ko amehu of football mu ne say there are times you don't have to call people out just like that or your teammate inform so betimi aba said wo ye ni nyempo a you are not the one to say it because you are the captain of the side obetimi akava ne wa abonten behind the scenes na dia wo sa one ne kabia one naka because he's been part of the success story in Inter Milan. When you were succeeding, no a part. Muji League, no a part. Muko Piemo Champions League finals, no a part. Sabrene, the one from Sobia, one. But then I near Bakum, Nubian Koyi, of which player and a person watch with Prano, and only the only in Yagane. It's at this moment, as a leader of the club, as a captain of the side, me did this yes, I know credit. I was so one hour 7 near my Bubu coaches, no. Especially when there is a new coach and so on my side. But then again, calling the player out at this moment wasn't right. Sabranti never tena bobo ko ni mo a. Mpanyifo na wo Inter Milan nhwe no mo solve issue no. Na brade ne ntena no mo nyina nsi akan. Ken Barcelona, there is one young player called Noah Davic. Obi a onim akwada de bia nim say he has a lot of quality wonimu. Onim ball ne bopa. But na ya sorry Abrante ni free Barcelona bobo ko nim and na nia chase Stuttgart no akwa si akan dia momo and a section of the Barcelona supporters our masha Abrante and who the kind of quality Abrante ni possess no omo ye worried so who obi na who prospect wo mu na who so onim ball ne ball utima wo supporting no wo mu obetimi aba be boa team ne daachi bia who so wo free bobo ko nim e be hawo e ye no kre but wo sha akwada akro no no wa the position na obo no and only a number 1 and then number 2 you look at players almost so free bobo ko ni mako akwa excelling so asa back now they are checking race and company for say in fact won't the prison in Iran the player we are talking about is an attacking midfielder the position of on the friend is number 10 no he is a good player yes I know correct but we be competing with Dani Olmo this is a mainstay and body more so Barcelona bobo ko nim o you no ni free one more only family Lopez mo na baba be pre ho in that position it's a better thing the amount of so betimi anya biabo because he's coming to compete these players are almost 70 of position of Barcelona bobo ko nim it's akwada ni Colonna there are players in Barcelona almost share very well and also free Barcelona bobo ko nim na eventually say you loan say you turn omo ko perform ye na Barca ko fa omo back you Gerard Piqué performance for Barcelona he left the scene joined Manchester United oba back to Barcelona as arrived and a refined product oba no be commander sport you will search Fabregas the same thing or joining Arsenal when the time was right oba Barca or be commanding a sport or Barcelona bobo ko nim ene dan you omo aye di ne hon komoken on one kasa obtain so be free Barca bobo ko nim na nya se na Barca mpeno and also Barca ni project bi ama no they wanted him to stay but no feel say moving out of the Barcelona club obenya a lot of playing time now what developing well as a player and no free one no konin nemu today Barca is kakase dia akwa kofa na ba oye mainstay of Barcelona senior team nim enti akwada ne fa these examples and fan chechere ne re na kona okono go prove a point e wo ho because the team is living e was our record ne say we a former player from the youth ranks now kona omodi mo kon kan kwa dia most of the time omo prove your philosophy the system na say ombeba ba be fa wa ba na ba be si akan dia ma omo nti kona okono onkonko chede obetimi aye se bre ne so do obesan so return a no return in a grand style abeye mainstay in the senior team ken
well eno big